Let me ask you a simple question. Why do most people stay poor? Not just broke, poor. The kind of poverty where no matter how hard you work, how much you save, or how many hours you put in, the situation never seems to change. If you're like most people, you've probably heard all the usual answers. They don't work hard enough, they spend too much, they didn't go to school, or they made bad choices. But here's the truth. Those answers are lazy, because poverty, real generational poverty, is rarely about just one bad decision. It's a system, a trap, a cycle. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in it for life, unless you learn how to break free. So in this video, we're going to explore why most people stay poor, and more importantly, how you can avoid it, no matter where you're starting from. Let's start by busting a few myths. Part 1. The myths of poverty. Myth number 1. Hard work automatically leads to wealth. We've all been told this one. If you just work hard, you'll succeed. But look around you. Who's working the hardest? It's not the billionaires on yachts or the CEOs in luxury offices. It's the waiters, the janitors, the cleaners, the construction workers, the people doing back-breaking labor every single day. Yet most of them are barely surviving. They live paycheck to paycheck. They can't afford an emergency. Some have to choose between food and rent. Why? Because in today's world, hard work alone isn't enough. If working hard was the key, then the hardest workers would be the richest. But that's not the reality. It's not just about hard work. It's about the value of the work you do. If you're working hard on something that can be easily replaced, automated, or outsourced, you'll always earn the bare minimum. Liking this video? Hit the like button and subscribe for more eye-opening content every week. Myth number 2, education guarantees success. This one hurts, especially for people who've invested thousands of dollars into college degrees. We were all taught to believe, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, then the job will come, the money will come, the life you want will follow. But here's the truth, that promise is broken. Tens of millions of people today have degrees and debt. They're working jobs that have nothing to do with what they studied. Some are underpaid, some are unemployed. A degree is not a golden ticket anymore. In fact, for some, it's a golden trap, one that locks you into years of debt without a guarantee of income. Knowledge is power, yes, but traditional education doesn't teach you how to make money. It teaches you how to follow instructions, memorize facts, and work for someone else. If you want to escape poverty, you need to learn financial education, critical thinking, and entrepreneurial skills, things most schools never teach. Myth number 3, poor people are just bad with money. This myth is used to blame the poor for their condition. They just waste money on phones, sneakers, Netflix, they're irresponsible. But this idea ignores the truth about poverty psychology. When you have little, you live in constant stress. You make decisions based on survival, not strategy. You're not thinking long term, you're thinking about tomorrow. That's not stupidity, that's survival instinct. Yes, some financial habits are harmful, but they're often learned in environments where no one ever modeled healthy financial behavior, where money was always a source of pain, shame, or scarcity. Breaking that cycle takes awareness and education, not judgment. Part 2, the real reasons people stay poor. Now that we've destroyed the myths, let's talk about the real reasons people stay poor. There are many, but we'll focus on 7 major ones and how to escape them. Reason number 1, lack of financial literacy. Most people don't understand how money works. They know how to earn it, maybe even how to save it, but they don't know how to grow it. They don't know the difference between assets and liabilities. They think buying a new car is an investment, when in reality it's a depreciating expense. They don't understand credit, interest rates, inflation, taxes, or how to leverage money to make more money. And here's the scary part, this ignorance is by design. Schools don't teach financial literacy. Most parents never learned it either. So generations grow up thinking that working a job and saving in a bank account is the path to wealth. But it's not. That's the path to survival, not freedom. Want to escape poverty? Learn about money. Study investing, saving, budgeting, building credit, taxes, and passive income. Read books, watch videos, follow experts, make financial literacy a priority. Reason number 2, the paycheck to paycheck trap. Most people live paycheck to paycheck, not because they want to, but because they have to. Every time money comes in, it goes right back out. Rent, bills, groceries, transport, debts. There's nothing left to save, invest, or build with. The cycle repeats every month. And when something unexpected happens, Car breaks down, hospital bill, job loss. It throws everything into chaos. This trap is hard to escape because you're always on the edge, but there's a way out. It starts with this mindset. Pay yourself first. Build an emergency fund. Cut unnecessary expenses. Look for ways to increase your income. Over time, that little gap between what you earn and what you spend becomes your freedom. Reason number 3, relying on one source of income. Most people have one job, one paycheck, one source of money, and that's risky because if you lose it, you lose everything. The wealthy don't rely on one source. They have multiple streams: businesses, stocks, real estate, side hustles, intellectual property. You don't need to be rich to start building multiple streams. Start with what you know. Freelance, sell a skill. Start a YouTube channel. Rent out a room. Invest in dividend stocks. Your job is the starting point, not the end goal. Reason number 4, consumer mentality, over-creator mentality. Poor people consume, rich people create, poor people buy things, rich people build things. When you get money, do you immediately think of spending it or investing it? Do you see money as a tool to enjoy life right now or as a seed to build your future? If all you do is consume clothes, gadgets, entertainment, you're making someone else rich. Creators win. They build products, brands, services, content. They make things that solve problems. To escape poverty, start thinking like a creator. Even if you just create value for one person. That's the beginning of wealth. Reason number 5, fear of taking risks. Fear is one of poverty's greatest allies. Fear of failure, of rejection, fear of leaving your comfort zone. Many people stay poor because they play it safe. They take the secure job, they don't try new things, they avoid discomfort, they never start. But here's the truth, wealth lives outside your comfort zone. That first investment, that first business idea, that first online store, it's scary, you might fail. But every successful person once stood where you are now and took a step anyway. Calculated risk is not recklessness, it's courage. Don't let fear keep you broke. Reason number 6, toxic environment. Your environment shapes your mindset. If you're surrounded by people who are always broke, complaining and blaming the world, you'll adopt the same mindset. If no one around you is growing, learning, or building, you'll think it's normal to stay stuck. But poverty is not just about income, it's also about energy, about mindset, about who you spend time with. You don't need to cut people off, but you do need to expand your circle. Read books by successful people, watch inspiring videos, join online communities, find mentors, change your environment and you change your future. Reason number 7, lack of long-term thinking. Poverty thinks in days, wealth thinks in decades. Most people are focused on the next bill, the next paycheck, the next weekend. They don't plan 5, 10, 20 years ahead. But building wealth takes time. It's boring. It's not overnight. It's habit after habit, small win after small win. Start thinking long-term, set goals, save for the future, invest early, delay gratification. Don't waste your 20s chasing every shiny object. Build a strong foundation instead.